Welcome back to seg1 TV. I am your host, B. If you want more information about seg1, please feel free to log on to www.seg2tv.com on the web. We're also on Twitter and Instagram, and our handle is seg2 TV. We have the pleasure of having Corin here on the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's been so long.
I know. This is what happens when you grow.
Yeah. Not old, wiser. We say wiser.
Yes.
Yeah. Corin was here like in the beginning of time. Corin is near and dear to us. And today we have the honor of having her here to talk about the 40th celebration of the Creative magazine.
Exactly.
I had to get that out.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it. 40th.
Yes, 40.
So you put in some work.
I have. It's been, what, 7 years now?
7 years.
Yeah.
New beginnings.
I know.
Yeah, that's that number there. All right, so tell us about your journey. We know that you started off, and I know that it's been some trying times, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I have stories.
Yeah. Let's talk about the beginning of time.
Yes.
How and why did you even start this magazine?
You know what? In around 2011, 2012, this is when I, started to get myself into the entertainment industry down here in Florida. So I decided to create a group for women and, to call it the CCWC Women's Network.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that.
So these women were doing marvelous things in the creative industry, whether they were fashion designers, painters, you name it.
Yeah.
Right? So after about a year or two, I decided, okay, why not put either a newsletter or a magazine to celebrate them?
I remember.
Either every month or every 3 months, something like that. So I decided to create the C magazine. Little did I know there was another C magazine in California, so they were there before. I'm like, okay, I can't use that name.
Okay.
But the whole premise of it was to celebrate these women. So after the first issue, the second issue, because I was the one looking for content.
Right.
It ran out real quick.
Okay.
Because the group was small, and I had to look outside of the group in order to put content in. So this is when the men now, because it was all about women before, the men starting to say, hey, why do you keep only talking,
inclusion, include us,
talking about women? Yeah. What about us?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's about women. It's not about men. So I thought about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's time for rebranding.
Mm-hmm. What was the C? Did the C stand for before?
Believe it or not, everything about me was C.
Okay, because your name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chit Chat with Corinne.
Gotcha.
Then the
Gotcha.
So I thought, why not C? So changing the name had to be another C.
Gotcha.
So I called it Creative. And I just ditched the E. And I'm like, oh, Creative without the E, magazine.
Nice.
And I started including men.
Okay.
But I have to tell you, it hasn't been an easy journey.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
I can believe
to
it.
continuously putting out content, on a timely manner. Because if you don't have discipline, you will lose your craft immediately. So I had to put deadline. I had to find out, to get educated when it comes to, publication and stuff like that. So
because you didn't go to school for this.
Not at all.
I'm
the kind of person that if you love something, you'll just learn along the way.
Okay.
It's really not quite the right way of doing things, but I'm a quick learner.
Yeah.
So why not?
Right.
I never wait until things are perfect in order to jump in. I just jump in. I'm like, okay, you know what? There's a parachute somewhere out there. I'm just gonna jump in.
Risk taker.
Yes. It's like, we'll see what happens down there. So this is how it went.
Gotcha.
And now we're celebrating number 4.
We are celebrating, you guys. We're celebrating Corin, and we're celebrating being partially back. Stick and stay with us here at seg2 TV. We'll be right back.